Hello English learners and welcome to today's lesson. My name is Travis, better known as Grammar Man, and I hope you are well wherever you are in the world. Today's lesson is on reported speech. This means reporting what somebody said, telling someone what somebody else said basically, which if you think about it, I'm sure you do all the time in your native language. So it is an important language skill that we need in English too. So if someone says something, for example, maybe Johnny says to you, "I like ice cream." You can either quote Johnny's exact words and say, "Johnny said, I like ice cream." This is called direct speech and is not the focus of today's lesson. Or you can use reported speech, also known as indirect speech. Johnny said he liked ice cream. Here you can see that we are reporting the content of what Johnny said. It is not a direct quote. Johnny did not say he likes ice cream. That was not his words. His words were, "I like ice cream." And we are reporting that. This is reported speech. Now, what are the rules? I'm glad you asked. Rule number 1. In reported speech, we usually, but not always, backshift the tense. This means that we move the tense back one tense. For example, I'm feeling ill. This becomes, he said that he was feeling ill. Can you see what I've done there? The exact words that the person said were, "I'm feeling ill," present continuous. And I reported back in the past continuous. He said he was feeling ill. That is optional. You can leave it out if it feels more natural. This backshifting happens in most of our tenses and modal verbs. It is the key to understanding reported speech. So I'll demonstrate now with some examples. It was snowing all day yesterday. So past continuous. Reported speech. She said it had been snowing all day yesterday. So what have I done here? The actual words spoken were in past continuous, and I've moved back one tense, or backshifted, to past perfect continuous. A couple more. This time present perfect in the actual words spoken. I haven't been to Japan. We backshift to past perfect. He said he hadn't been to Japan. Now what if the actual words spoken are the past perfect? For example, I'd never met him before. Well, we can't go back further than past perfect. So this time it remains the same, except we change the pronoun as always. He said he'd never met him before. Okay, so hopefully this is becoming a little clearer. Present simple becomes past simple. Past simple becomes past perfect. Present continuous becomes past continuous. Present perfect becomes past perfect. And we've just learnt that past perfect can't go back any further. So what about future tenses? All the future tenses or aspects use the modal verb will, don't they? The modal verb will can be backshifted to would. I will visit my friends today becomes she said she would visit her friends today. Let's try future perfect. I will have finished work by 6 p.m. She said she would have finished work by 6 p.m. So future is actually the easiest. We just changed the modal verb will to would. The modal verbs would, should, and could are already as far as they can go. So they cannot be backshifted. Just like you can't backshift the past perfect. A demonstration. I would like to learn to fly. He said he would like to learn to fly. I will cover the other modal verbs in more detail in our next lesson, as there are a few little tricks to be aware of. Alright then, so I hope this is starting to become clearer. Most of the time native speakers will automatically backshift like this, but we do not need to always backshift. The times that we sometimes don't backshift is when we want to make it clear that what the speaker said is still true now or is very relevant now. For example, I like ice cream. This is an example I gave at the start of today's lesson. And I said, he said he liked ice cream. We can also say, he said he likes ice cream. This would be especially suitable if it was relevant at the time of speaking. For example, maybe your friend says, Johnny doesn't like ice cream. You might reply, huh? He told me he likes ice cream. Another time that we sometimes don't backshift is when we are reporting something that somebody often says or repeats. When we do this, the reporting verb is used in the present tense. Jimmy says that the mood causes the tides. And we can also leave the reporting verb in the present tense and not backshift when we want to emphasize that the point is relevant now. For example, I'm looking forward to my holiday. She says she's looking forward to her holiday. This has more impact than she said she was looking forward to her holiday. She said she's looking forward to her holiday makes what she said very important now. It's not just a passing comment, it's the main point you are making. Alright, so that is an introduction to reported speech, particularly to the foundation of reported speech, which is backshifting. Moving the tense back one tense or the aspect when we report the words that someone said. To practice this, I had an idea. Why don't you write a sentence in the comments section about anything, and then somebody else can report what you said underneath your comment by pressing reply. Will that work? And of course, you can then report what someone else said by replying to their comment. It might work, it might end up a big mess. Let's find out. Let's give it a go. Write some comments and I'll provide feedback on as many as I can. Apart from that, I'll make another video lesson very soon on reported speech with modal verbs and reported speech in questions. To be notified when that gets posted on the channel, make sure you subscribe and click the bell. And yeah, thanks for watching and I wish you all an amazing day. Cheers.